All right, so this is part two continuation of the phone that the video was being recorded on. It died, so now I have to continue. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. To transgress means uh to to break the law, which is in this sense the laws of the Most High. That he is talking about the so-called white man, which is Esau, which in the reincarnation before the flood was Cain. He transgresseth by wine. He's a proud man. For example, these Edomites, especially DJ Trump, he's a very proud person. An example of him being proud is him going against all these other nations in a so-called tariff war, which other nations, Babylon's allies, aka America, will turn against it. That's the NATO and the EU countries. Neither keepeth at home who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. So neither keepeth at home. In the video before, these Edomites, these Amalekites, because the Ish people, the small hats of the tribe of Amalek, they would go from country to country, and they would loan money, and they would loan it with interest, and then eventually after a time they'll get tired of it, and then the king or whoever's ruling will kick them out of the country, and they will go somewhere else and repeat the same pattern, and cannot be satisfied. Salakia, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. That means enlarges his desire as hell. When someone dies and they get put into the grave, the earth, is always there's always more room for those people, that passed away. So the earth can never be filled or never be satisfied with the dead bodies, So that's compared to Esau. Esau can never be satisfied, who enlargeth his desire as hell, which is the grave, which means going into the ground, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah, here in Babylon the Great, the hub of or main attraction of Esau's rulership. This is Basra, which is an Edomite city. The Basra is a capital Edomite city. This is Rome all over again. In the ancient pagan Roman Empire, the rulers were Edomites. In the Greek Empire, the rulers are Edomites. Where our people, the Israelites, got oppressed and got Hellenized. Today you would call it being Americanized, but back then they were forced to. But gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Here in America, you have all types of nations. Here in just New York City, you have so many nations. You have Moabites, Ammonites, Chinese, Japanese. You have Middle Eastern. You have Hamites. You have people from Nigeria, Senegal, Haiti. All parts of the world. They come here, to make money and to send money back to their family in their home countries. So all nations are here in America, but not even in America, just a small slice. Here in NYC, you have all types of people, and they each have their own districts. Like in Brooklyn, you have a little Haiti. In Bronx, I believe you have a little Italy, and in the places like Greenpoint, Brooklyn, you have the Eastern Europeans, you have the Polish people. In almost every city, you have a thing there. You have a Chinatown. They're the Moabites. So So all people are here, all nations. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And the thick clay is talking about debt, because America is in trillions of dollars worth of debt. America is Babylon the Great, right? America is America is Babylon the Great, where and it's also the daughter of Babylon, which is where the Edomites would rule again. Woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? So going back to usury, they're still doing this. You know, if you were to get a loan right now, there'd be interest depending on how good or bad your credit is. You know, which usury or interest is off is actually against the scriptures. But the so-called white man is the wicked. You know, as a nation, they are the wicked, and the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Right? If not, where and who is he? Right? Now, let me go down and end it. You know what? That's it. That's the end of the lesson. I was gonna go into more, but I made the point of that video. But yeah, that's the end of the lesson. Lord will, it was edifying. You know, usury is a sin. It's against the scriptures, but the so-called white man put himself up as being the children of Israel. You know, the Ish people, they put themselves up as being the kingdom of Judah, right? But what about the other two tribes? What about the tribe of Levi? What about the tribe of Benjamin that comprised of the kingdom of Judah, along with the tribe of Judah? They never know, right? And what about the northern kingdom? You know, what about Simeon, Ephraim? What about Manasseh? What about the tribe of Asher, right? You know, and everyone's pretty much woke up to the fact that these Amalekites are losers, and Esau's skirt is being uncovered. You know, Babylon nakedness is being shown. For example, these Moabites are digging up and they're showing off the secrets of Babylon the Great, of how these brands are just cheap. They make them for cheap and they sell them for thousands of dollars. That's Esau being revealed right there. That's Babylon, you know, skirt being lifted. You know, everybody's seen the shame of America. And, you know, that's the end of the lesson. Lord will is edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'ashem, HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom.